Hi there, I'm Martha. Welcome to the Historical Society of Washington County, Virginia. Come on in and take a peek around. I'll tell you a little bit about what we've got. The first room is our exhibit room. We're currently featuring an exhibit of Stonewall Jackson Institute, or Stonewall Jackson College as it became known. We have other exhibits from our collection of political buttons and local greeting cards and postcards. Just a little bit of stuff from Granny's attic here. Then you move on in to what we call the research library, and this is where people come to do their genealogy research. We have dedicated computers with over 200,000 digital images available that aren't available anywhere else, and books from every county and a treasure trove of Washington County information. So come on in, find your roots here in Washington County. Welcome to the Sinking Spring Cemetery. There is a lot of Abingdon history buried here, and I'd like to take you on a little quick historical walking tour of it. Come with me. These graves are from those of Revolutionary War patriots. The cemetery was established in 1773. So this was before the Revolution, so these are Washington County men that marched to Kings Mountain and fought in the Revolutionary War. Okay, as far as anybody knows, I'm standing close to the site of the original log cabin church. There were two log cabin churches built here, both burned, and then the Presbyterian church moved down and built what is now known as the Barter Theater. But you are looking here at some of the oldest graves in the cemetery. The oldest records say that Parson and Charles Cummings and his wife Millicent Carter Cummings were buried in the churchyard in front of the original old church. So this is the stone marking the final resting place of Charles and Millicent. The grave here is the second stone marking the place of the first burial here in Sinking Spring. Now there's some discussion as to was it 1776 or not, but that's what it says anyway. It is Henry Creswell. This is the grave of William King, a young Irishman who came here with pennies in his pocket and became rich in the salt works in Saltville, Virginia. He left part of his fortune here to the town of Abingdon to establish a male academy. It sits on the hill behind us and is now known as the William King Museum, but it was a high school in its day, and before that it was a male academy. We are here at the graves that probably have the most questions asked about them, and anybody that comes through here wants to know who's buried in the mound. And there's all kinds of conjecture and rumors and so forth. And the truth is, it is John Henry Martin and his second wife. The second question that is always asked about this is, why is it covered in dirt? What is it, you know? Well, it's a tomb, and it was built very much, it's a stone structure built very much like other 19th century tombs. However, there's no stone roof on it. Mr. Martin wanted it covered in dirt and planted with grass and ivy. Therefore, it has become known as the Mound. Mr. Martin was born in 1824 in Bedford County, Virginia, and by the late 1850s he came here to Abingdon. He was a carpenter and a farmer. According to some researchers, this tomb is designed for the occupants to be buried in a vertical, standing up position. I don't know of anybody that's ever been in there to check it out. It has another illustrious temporary occupant during the Civil War. John Hunt Morgan stayed here for 3 days when he was en route, his body was en route to Richmond after he was killed in Greenville, Tennessee. Some of the people that I've just mentioned are portrayed in our living history tours. They're portrayed by reenactors in period dress, telling the story of the person. That concludes our in a nutshell tour of Sinking Spring Cemetery. Looking behind me, you will see the unknown Confederate dead. You will see a broad view of the 11 acres that compose the cemetery. The original 11 acres also included the section on the east side of Russell Road, which was set aside originally for the free black population or the enslaved population. There is one person buried there, Landon Boyd, who's from here, served under Governor Wyndham Robertson in Richmond, and was put on the small jury to try Jefferson Davis, but the jury was never convened. We have 2 governors of Virginia buried here. We have the man that brought the postage stamp to America buried here. We have lawyers and doctors and farmers and carpenters and traders and people that came in covered wagons and stayed here for a while and buried their dead and left for a while. So we like to say our roots run deep here, so please come visit us and find yours.